he been working with the TV stuff for a while?
So he comes from a sports background.
Oh, okay.
So he has done this stuff. He used to be into disc frisbee discs, like the
Disc golf?
yeah.
Okay.
So he did a lot of the live stuff for that,
Ah,
and so he's got a sports background. So a lot of this stuff is kind of his baby.
yeah. So did he just came here recently?
Yeah, he's been working here about a year now.
Okay. On Brookdale TV, it's Jersey Blues baseball, and today Brookdale matches up with the Salem Mighty Oaks as we are about ready for the first pitch to be thrown on this rather cool afternoon, about 55 degrees with a pretty considerable wind. And we've got just a minute delay before we get started with Cliff Weisinger, the leadoff batter for the Mighty Oaks. If you're watching on our broadcast, you see we've got a couple new additions, as here's the first pitch of the ball game. It's a called strike, and we're underway. So we've got the two-camera setup now, so looks a lot better here on the streaming live on YouTube. Glad you're with us this Tuesday afternoon. As the 0-1 comes to the plate, it's swung and missed, and quickly TJ Legere is ahead 0-2. Jason LeBold and then Tyler Hacker in this opening inning for Salem, as Legere works exclusively from the stretch with his next delivery, and it's taken outside. No appeal down to the base umpire. 1-2 the count. Umpires today: Eric Carmona is calling the balls and strikes. Aaron Brown is the umpire on the bases. Swung on, hit high in the air to left. Backing up, Nico Marabo still back, and he's watching it go. It's gone. A leadoff home run, Cliff Weisinger. He got it up into the wind, and it just kept going. And one batter in, Salem has grabbed a 1-0 lead. So that is the 5th home run of the year for Weisinger, RBI number 17. And just like that, the Mighty Oaks have struck first, swung on a high pop-up. This ball is on the right side of the infield and taken there by Ryan Tan at the second base spot. And on one pitch, Jason LeBold is out. And the rest of Brookdale defensively in the outfield today with Marabo, Mulhern, and Perrone from left to right. Pizzuti, Smale, Tan, and Perillo around the horn on the infield, with Ryan Adams doing the catching. And Legere making the Brookdale start already in a 1-0 hole, as he starts Tyler Hacker off with ball one outside. So Hacker not up there hacking on the first pitch. Right-hand batter. And it's 2-0. Hacker, one of the more impressive players in the region. He's batting at .462, a couple of homers with 24 RBI. But perhaps the number that most stands out for him is the stolen bases, 34 of them. As he swings and lifts one out of play, Perillo will give it a look. It's not often that the high steal number comes from your third place hitter and a first baseman at that. But Hacker has 10 more steals than the second highest ranked player in that department in the region. So he gets on and he looks to run. Here he's taking, and it's a strike. 2-2. One out with nobody on, and Salem has a 1-0 lead. Breaking ball, got him looking. So Legere gets one over the inside part of the plate for his first strikeout as Hacker goes down. 2 out, and it'll bring to the plate Rocco String. String is the designated hitter. And he looks it called. Strike one. Batting .250 for the year, 3 homers and 19 RBI. One of those 3 homers came against the Jersey Blues in an earlier meeting between the teams. And a hack and a miss, it's 0-2. So String did his part when these teams met back in the early part of last month, but it was Brookdale who prevailed in both of those games. 0-2. Another strike three call. They got the breaking ball over, and so after the leadoff homer, the next three go down. Bottom of the first, Brookdale coming up down 1-0.
Over 18,000 students annually, flexible schedules, commitment to student success. Welcome to Brookdale. Convenience of physical campuses throughout Monmouth County. Freehold, Long Branch, Neptune, and Wall. Plus our 7th campus, online. Brookdale will help you craft and share your story.
Seeking ways to build management skills and improve global citizenship? Has nationally recognized academic and leadership programs designed to facilitate local and global communities, all while enhancing your leadership skills. Phi Theta Kappa and the National Society of Leadership and Success are both national honor societies that foster academic excellence and meaningful initiatives. Other Brookdale-based programs such as Honors, Global Citizenship Distinction, Women in Learning and Leadership, and the Innovation Network Club all offer you a chance to transform your individual.
Bottom of the first inning, Brookdale coming to bat against the right-hander Andre Stewart. Brian Gadsford here with you on Brookdale TV. Jersey Blues try to get that one-run back. Lead-off home run in the ball game from Salem's Cliff Weisinger has given the Mighty Oaks the early 1-0 lead. And it's Ray Mulhern to get it started for the Jersey Blues. As you see again, our fancy new camera angle coming from the center field spot as the first pitch from Stewart is over for a called strike. So we got the two camera setup now with thanks to Dave Oster running the production this afternoon. On 0-1, it goes off the glove of Hernandez. 1 ball and 1 strike. Mulhern will be followed by Dawson Smale and then Gary Perrone in the Brookdale first. Two and 1 the count. Mulhern, a .432 batter this year. He hasn't homered with 15 RBI. Recently had a rather incredible streak come to an end. Here's the pitch, and it's lined toward left center field. That ball is down onto the grass between the outfielders. Sends Mulhern off to the races. He, with a headlong dive into second, makes it with a double. So the streak from Mulhern was 8 consecutive multiple hit games that included 2 4-hit games. And that came to an end in the last game, the second of the doubleheader against Delaware, but Mulhern gets right back in the hit category to start this ball game and gets Dawson Smale up there. Left-hand batter with the leadoff man off second. And the first one through Hernandez it goes, and Mulhern down to third takes the turn as Third baseman Barber aggressively covers home plate, so Mulhern advances one base. Smale enters the day third in the region in batting and even .500. He's just had a tremendous season. And he takes an elevated fastball 2-0. Third baseman Barber is creeping in. Brookdale looking to get that run right back. Got him at third, nobody out. And Smale with a cut and a miss. It's 2-1. Batting .500 with 3 homers and 24 RBI. Waiting on a 2-1. And it just missed the mark. 3-1 the count to the reigning Conference Player of the Week for the Brookdale shortstop. Out of the Garden State Athletic Conference. And a hitter's count. And he takes it wide, ball 4, and they've got him at the corners. So an early chance for the Jersey Blues. Gary Perrone batting. A little different spot, not in the batting order, but in terms of where he lines up defensively, playing right field today. And he swings and hits a double play ball right at the second baseman. Out at second in the easy turn, 4-6-3. It brings in a run. Mulhern crosses the plate, no RBI, and we're tied at 1. Tailor-made twin killing right at Pankowski. And he turned it with his double play partner, Aiden Nestor, the shortstop. So base is clear. Brings in Owen Perillo, big right-hand hitter. Ball 1. On the ground, there's the shortstop, Nestor. He takes his sweet time, throws over, and it's in time to retire Perillo. And that ends Brookdale in the first. A double, and nobody left. 1 run in, tied at 1, going to the second.
Over 18,000 students annually, flexible schedules, commitment to student success. Welcome to Brookdale. Convenience of physical campuses throughout Monmouth County. Freehold, Long Branch, Neptune, Lincroft, and Wall. Plus our 7th campus, online. Brookdale will help you craft and share your story.
Seeking ways to build management skills and improve global citizenship? Brookdale has nationally recognized academic and leadership programs designed to facilitate local and global communities, all while enhancing your leadership skills. Phi Theta Kappa and the National Society of Leadership and Success are both national honor societies that foster academic excellence and meaningful initiatives. Other Brookdale-based programs such as Honors, Global Citizenship Distinction, Women in Learning and Leadership, and the Innovation Network Club all offer you a chance to transform your individual path by developing a global mindset. Whatever your choice, these programs reward conscientious and creative minds at graduation with honors, distinctions, and certificates of recognition. Brookdale's leadership programs will elevate both you.
Top of the second inning in a 1-1 game. Salem batting with Roman Hernandez to lead it off, the right fielder against TJ Legere. Ready at the stretch with his first pitch. And it's chopped foul, third base side. It's 0-1. Hernandez, Jay Barber, and Trevor Hernandez do. So that's two Hernandezes that Salem has in the order in a span of 3 batters. We'll see both of them this inning. Long hold before the 0-1, and it's swung and missed. So Legere, who struck out his last 2 to end the first, quickly gets out of his first hitter, 0-2. Leadoff home run in the first, and then retired the next 3. And line drive towards center field, and that's down for a base hit. Played in by Mulhern, and Hernandez has a leadoff hit. That'll bring up the third baseman, Jay Barber. And it's taken low and inside, 1-0. Barber, hitting .339 for the year, has homered once with 9 runs batted in. Leadoff man aboard off first. Right center field on the run is Mulhern. He gets over to make the catch as Hernandez retreats to first. So 1 on, 1 out. And here is the aforementioned other Hernandez. It is Trevor, the catcher for the Mighty Oaks. 1-1 ball game, top of the second. And ball 1. Trevor Hernandez is batting .352 this year with 1 homer and 8 runs batted in. Salem's been a pretty strong offensive team. Their issues have more come on the pitching side, and none more so than recent games that were played. That's fouled straight back. Coming off a couple of losses in which they gave up 20-plus runs in each game against Montgomery. They just got pounded. Overall, they're 5 games under the 500 mark at 12-17. Fake the go from first, and the pitch is fouled. And we mentioned Tyler Hacker, leading the region in stolen bases, but this Salem team runs a whole lot, and they have 126 steals in 29 games coming in. So you got to be weary when they are on the bases. On 1-2, there goes the runner. Pitch is in the dirt, and there's the first steal of the day. It comes for Roman Hernandez. So Hernandez swipes his 12th out of 15 tries. A pretty good number, but it's about 4th on the team. Just shows you how many stolen base threats they have. So runner in scoring position with a 2-2. Just off the plate, a full count. See with the new camera angle that now the spectators who are sitting in the bleachers behind home plate are now visible on the broadcast. Payoff pitch upcoming. And a weak hack, he went too far, and Adams throws down to first, and Perillo able to find the bag to complete the putout, 2 down. So Legere picks up strikeout number 3. He'll contend next with Aiden Nestor. Number 8 batter in the Mighty Oaks order. 1-1's the score. One and 0. Nestor hitting .250, no homers and 10 RBI. Man in scoring position, that's Roman Hernandez with 2 out. Just got a piece to nub it foul. It's a ball and strike. So Salem with those 2 losses that we mentioned against Montgomery, they've dropped now their last 3, 4 of their last 5. This is normally a relatively competitive program on the baseball side. They've been over the 500 mark each of the last 2 seasons. Exactly 2 games over in each. Toward Ryan Tan, he can't make the sliding stop. It's into right field. Hernandez third heads home. Perron unleashes the throw. It goes to the backstop as the go-ahead run scores. Nestor advances to second, and Salem has a 2-1 lead. A tough chance for Tan at second, tried to make the sliding play. Ball was hit hard. Nestor will get an RBI out of it. So Salem has scored 1 in each inning and will clear the 9th place hitter, J.J. Pankowski. Swinging strike 1. He's a .286 batter with 15 RBI, no homers. Another runner in scoring position, that's Nestor, after producing the go-ahead run. One and one. And the count 2-1. So these teams finishing the regular season series with the matchup today. They had met twice previously, but it was neither here nor on Salem's home field. Those games were played in Red Bank as the 2-1 is bounced to the left side. Pizzuti with Smale. Smale boots it, and everybody's safe. It's been the one problem for Smale, as prolific as he's been with the bat. With the glove, he's committed over 10 errors this year. Brookdale has not been the cleanest season fielding the baseball. Down 2-1, 2 on, 2 out, top of the order up, and ball 1. Dangerous hitter at the plate, as TJ Legere learned his first time around when Weisinger led off this ball game with a wind-blown solo home run. He cues one down to first, handled there nicely by Perillo, and that'll end the inning. But 1 run for Salem, and they lead Brookdale 2-1.
Community for the better. Brookdale offers an amazing campus life.
Impressive sports programs. First-rate student services.
Bottom of the second inning, Salem 2, Brookdale 1, as the Jersey Blues get their second crack at right-hander Andre Stewart. Nico Marabo lifts one down the right field line, long run, and it lands foul as Roman Hernandez gave it his best effort. But it's strike one on Marabo with Ryan Adams and Anthony Pizzuti behind the Brookdale left fielder. Comes in batting a healthy .457, looking for his first home run, but he's knocked in 16. Marabo just a good line drive hitter. Seems like he sprays the ball around the field, hits it hard. 1-1 the count. In fact, he comes in riding a 14-game hitting streak. He's been a very consistent player. Leading off this bottom of the second inning. And takes it a little bit high. It's 2-1. Brick Township native, played his high school ball at Brick Memorial. And he hits a high. So Marabo retired. Ryan Adams coming up. We haven't given you the Salem defense, so let's do that now. In the outfield, LeBold, Weisinger, and Hernandez left to right. Barber and Nestor left side of the infield. Pankowski and Hacker on the right side with Trevor Hernandez doing the catching. Adams, left-hand hitter. Ball one. It's got some pop in that bat. 4 home runs this year with 19 RBI. In the midst of a bit of a cold stretch lately. And he just did tap that one to the left of home plate. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. A recent slump has dropped his batting average to .268. Meanwhile, it looks like Hernandez took the brunt of that last foul ball, so he needs a moment.
Hey. Just keep me on alert. Catcher took one. Looks okay. Yeah. Yeah, he took one off the hand, so just give me a heads up.
So Hernandez got looked at briefly. Looks like he's engaged in conversation with the home plate umpire, which is Eric Carmona, but Hernandez pronounces himself good to go. Looked like he took that one off his hand. But he's back in the crouch. And Adams continues with a 1-1 count. 2-1 the score. Too high, and it's 2-1. And Adams has had a knack for hitting home runs with ducks on the pond. We saw him have a grand slam earlier in the year as he takes that one out of the zone. So hence the pretty high RBI total with 19. You know, Brookdale's rotated about 4 different catchers through the course of the season. I think you would consider Adams to be the number 1. And he takes the walk. It's a 1-on, 1-out, and the batter will be Pizzuti. Checks in with a batting average just a few ticks under 400 at .397. Almost hard to believe, no home runs for Pizzuti, 25 RBI. Figure he's due as he takes a strike called. Already seen 1 home run in this game on the visiting side, but a day where the wind is kicking up, you get one up in the air and might get a little extra boost. Check in at first. Pizzuti on about an RBI per game pace this year. Just hasn't quite produced the power. Other throw over. A lot of attention on Adams, who's stolen only one, as Pizzuti takes it inside. It's 1-1. I was looking at the wrong number. 4 steals this year for Adams and has not been caught. Represents the tying run. Not going, and it hits the inside corner. Good breaking ball. To right field, sinking, and it is down as Hernandez could not make the catch. Now Adams on his way to third. Pizzuti pulls in at second. He's got a double, and Brookdale has 2 in scoring position. Roman Hernandez had a chance, tried to pick off that line drive tailing toward the line, but couldn't quite reach it. We got the instant replay, a part of our broadcast now too. And here's Casey Gardner with ball 1 in the dirt. Gardner has homered once this year with 17 RBI, batting average of .293. And coming off what you might consider a breakout game for him, he drove in 4 runs, and he gets into a favorable 2-0 count. 2 for 3 in that game was Gardner with a triple. As Brookdale completed an easy sweep of Delaware County, winning all 3 in blowout style. That's bounced foul. It's 2-1. The Delaware team has not won this year, although signs are pointing in the right direction. They look like a more competitive team, at least. That's at the feet, gets away. Here comes the tying run to score. As Adams hustles home on the wild pitch, Brookdale has gotten even at 2-2. And the go-ahead run in the process now at third base is represented by Pizzuti. Gardner pops one out of play. Ryan Tan is the on-deck batter. So we've had 1 run scored in each half inning. Lined and snared by the third baseman, Barber. Can't hit it much harder, but that's why they call it the hot corner, as Barber picks it off. Pizzuti stays put at third. Now there are 2 out. And here's Tan, who recently has taken over the second base job, playing pretty much every day at that spot. Number 9 hitter, been productive. 1-0. Tan batting .322 with 14 runs batted in. Didn't see much playing time earlier on in the year, but he's taken his opportunity and run with it lately. Ball 2 without a strike. And 3-0. It's back to the top of the order next, Ray Mulhern. But first, Stewart will deal the 3-0, and he pours one just outside, ball 4. So Tan will take his base. Third walk given up by the right-hander in an inning and 2/3. Mulhern has one of the 2 Brookdale hits, a leadoff double, but was stranded. Jersey Blues hoping not to strand 2 in this second. They've scored 1 to tie it. And Mulhern with a line drive base hit into right field, and here comes the go-ahead run. Pizzuti scores. Tan will stop at third as he gets the late stop sign, as Mulhern picks up an RBI with a base hit, and Brookdale leads for the first time. It's 3-2. So make it another multiple hit game for Mulhern. That's 9 of them in his last 10 games. He just continues to rake. And speaking of raking, Dawson Smale drew a walk his first time up in this one. On the inside corner for a strike. Comes in with that 500 average. He's just done it all on the offensive side. Power, some speed, and plenty of average. To left field toward the line. On the run is LeBeau. Dives, can't get it. A run is in to score. Tan is in. Mulhern flying around third. He's being waved home. He will score. It's a 2-run double. Dawson Smale. And Brookdale's lead is now 5-2. A meeting at the mound, and Salem is going to make the change. Brookdale still batting in the second now with a 5-2 lead. So Salem forced to go to the early hook, and the left-hander takes over. It is Logan Peters. Tall, slender left-hander, 6'2", and he deals in the dirt, 1-0. Out of Middletown, Delaware. And he inherits one on base. Brookdale with a 5-2 lead. They've scored 4 in the innings, so it is a short outing for the starter today, Andre Stewart. Lefty to lefty, and it missed. 2-0. Gary Perrone, double play grander his first time up. They turned it 4-6-3. Brookdale looked like they had a chance for a big opening inning. Had to settle for just one run, but here they've turned this second inning into a big one. And now it's 3-0. Peters checks in with an 8.03 ERA. It's not pretty, but it's better than Salem's average. They have really struggled in the pitching department, and on 4 straight, Perrone will take first base. So Owen Perillo, he'll be the 9th to bat in the inning. 0-for-1 with a granddad to short. He's Brookdale's leader in both home runs and runs batted in. Takes a little bit high, 1-0. Batting .473 with 5 homers and 33 driven in. High in the air, straightaway center field shallow, and it is going to drop. A couple of outfielders converged on it. None could make the catch. Smale is in. Perillo's in at second with a double and an RBI, and it's 6-2. Off the bat, looked like a can of corn, but the wind again played a factor, and Hernandez couldn't get to it from right field. And it dropped, and it's another run. So now Nico Marabo looks at a strike. Peters had missed with his first 5 pitches prior to Perrone putting that ball in play. Now working from the full windup with another strike, dropped by Hernandez, but no matter. Perrone at third, Perillo at second. Brookdale has the killer P's working. 3 of them in the order. This is lifted out into right center field. Going to be a long run, and it drops again. Perrone scores. Perillo right behind him. Marabo trying for third. He will make it. The ball kicks away, but backed up nicely. But it's 2 more runs for an 8-2 Brookdale lead. It's a couple that off the bat looked like they had a chance to be outs recorded in the outfield, but Salem did not play it well, and it's cost them 3 more runs. Up and over the head on ball 1 to Ryan Adams. Two and 0. Swings away, fouls it back. It's out of play. Adams drew a walk his first time up and scored. So Brookdale has been at it early in this game with 8 runs on the board. Three and 1. Swing and a miss on the off speed. It'll be a full count. Anthony Pizzuti would be next. It's a 7-run bottom of the second for the Jersey Blues. And there's the 3-2. Taken low, ball 4. Adams walks for a second straight time. And both of them have come in this inning. So now Pizzuti, he'll be the 13th to bat in the inning. Still going. two-base hit his first time up, scored a run. And he takes a called strike. Pizzuti picked up an RBI, was number 26 on his season. Way out of the zone. Yeah, missed the inside edge. It's 2-1. Plenty of run support now for TJ Legere when he takes the mound in the top half of the third. It was down 1-0 before they came to bat today, and now they have a 6-run lead. And now Pizzuti with a drive to center field, but Weisinger looks like he has it lined up and makes the catch to end the inning. But a big one it was for the Jersey Blues. 7 runs home, 2 innings complete. It's 8-2.
Career Services help you land your first job. One Brookdale. Academic excellence. Our commitment to demonstrate a consistent level of teaching and service throughout the entire college. Brookdale Community College. You are the future. Welcome.
This is Brookdale Esports, a national championship caliber program located at Brookdale Community College in Lincroft, New Jersey. Open weekdays 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. to everyone. We offer varsity level competitions, gaming PCs, VR stations, and console rentals. Our state-of-the-art esports arena has it all, from gaming to hosting your next event. Want to find out more information on all we offer? Check out the link below.
Brookdale is national champs, ladies and gentlemen!
Are you part of New Jersey's film and TV industry? Get discovered. The New Jersey Production Guide connects your business directly to producers, directors, and crews ready to hire. Increase visibility, build relationships, grow your work. List your company today in the New Jersey Production Guide.
Welcome to the Garden State Film Festival.
GSFF only happens once a year, so purchase your tickets today. For more information, visit www.gsff.org.
Top of the third inning, I'm Brian Goudsword. Brookdale now with an 8-2 lead on the Salem Mighty Oaks. They come to bat, now down by those 6 runs with leadoff hitter Jason Lebold to lead it off. And a called strike delivered by TJ Legere, so he now has plenty of run support to work with, the right-hander. 2, 3, and 4 due up in the Mighty Oak batting order. And a pop foul, first base side, over comes Perillo, but it'll be out of play. Legere has settled in nicely after surrendering a leadoff home run. Scattered a couple of hits since. A hit 0-2 and deals, and it hit him. So Lebold is hit in the elbow on an 0-2 pitch, not what Legere wanted to do, and that's how Salem gets a leadoff base runner. Wait a second, I guess he was not hit by the pitch. Well, Certainly appeared he was, but now on 0-2, well, now Legere gets some swinging. So see if we can get clarification on what the call was there, but it's a strikeout. So they called LeBold for leaning into the pitch with his elbow. But he's a strikeout victim, and Tyler Hacker is up there looking at ball one. Hacker took a called third strike his first time up, so he's not living up to his last name so far. Looking like a more patient hitter. On 1-0. Another take, another ball. It's 2-0. There he swings and sends one out of play off to the right. 2-1. Hacker is a native of Lake Mary, Florida. In his sophomore season, so Salem has recruited some out-of-staters to join their program. 3-1. A couple of their best players are not from this general area. Cliff Weisinger is also from the south. He's from Georgia. Here's a 3-1 for a strike, and it runs the count full. Rocco String waiting next. Yanked down the left field line. That'll drop foul. So long turn at bat here from Hacker. He's one of 4 strikeout victims of Legere so far. I'm looking to ring him up again on 3-2. Instead, it's lined into right field, and it's a base hit. So Hacker picks up a 1-out single. Is hit number 4 for the Mighty Oaks. So here's String. Had a big day against Brookdale when these teams met at Count Basie Field in Red Bank back on the 7th of March. Drove in 4 runs, and it's a soft liner in the right field for a hit, and it kicks off Perone's glove, backed up by Mulhern, who fires to third, but late. So Hacker goes first to third on String's base hit, and runners are at the corners with only 1 out. And Mulhern showing off a strong arm. But not quite in time, so the batter next is Roman Hernandez. Base hit his first time up. It's another out-of-stater from Newcastle, Delaware. Right-hand hitter. And he looks at ball 1. Still early in this game. It's only 1 game, not a doubleheader. Swing and a miss. Perillo holding the base runner at first. Little looper down the right field line. That ball is going to land foul. It's close. One ball, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. He went after it in the dirt. Now the throw to second, and did not get him. So the stolen base. A string just got in there. A strikeout of Hernandez for the second out of the inning. So that's 5 strikeouts for the righty today, and this just his second start of the year. 2 on, 2 out. And Jay Barber. One and 0. Barber 0 for 1 with a fly ball to center field. That's where Ray Mulhern patrols. 8-2 Brookdale, top of the third. I think about the pickoff throw to second, but nobody covering. Infield back with 2 out. Good stop by Adams, 2-0. Another brisk day at the ballpark to see the wind kicking around. Fans here pretty bundled up. And it's 3-0. First base open with the on-deck batter, Trevor Hernandez. Legere has not walked a man as yet. 3-0. And now he has walked his first on 4 pitches. So Johnny Johnson is going to pay a visit with a bases loaded situation coming up. Base is full, 2 out. Brookdale has some cushion with a 6-run lead, but base hit here and the game becomes a bit more interesting. Legere though, now with 5 straight out of the strike zone. Hacker is the base runner at third, String at second, Barber on at first. And another one that missed. Hernandez struck out his first time up. Legere in need of a strike, and he gets one. But cannot make it back to back, and now it's 3-1, so 1 pitch away from forcing in a run. Aiden Nestor waiting in the on-deck circle. Three-1 coming, taking all the way a strike, and was right down the middle. So Hernandez on a very aggressive approach. Payoff pitch will be next. Legere deals. Swing and a miss, he got him. big strikeout to end the inning as Salem leaves them loaded. Middle of the third, it's Brookdale 8-2.
Over 18,000 students annually, flexible schedules, commitment to student success. Welcome to Brookdale. Convenience of physical campuses throughout Monmouth County. Freehold, Long Branch, Neptune, Lincroft, and Wall. Plus our 7th campus, online. Brookdale will help you craft and share your story.
Seeking ways to build management skills and improve global citizenship? Brookdale has nationally recognized academic and leadership programs designed to facilitate local and global communities, all while enhancing your leadership skills. Phi Theta Kappa and the National Society of Leadership and Success are both national honor societies that foster academic excellence and meaningful initiatives. Other Brookdale-based programs such as Honors, Global Citizenship Distinction, Women in Learning and Leadership, and the Innovation Network Club all offer you a chance to transform your individual path by developing a global mindset. Whatever your choice, these programs reward conscientious and creative minds at graduation with honors, distinctions, and certificates of recognition. Brookdale's leadership programs will elevate both you and our community for the better. Brookdale offers an amazing campus life.
Bottom of the third inning from McLaughlin Field. Glad you're with us this Tuesday afternoon. A chilly afternoon at the ballpark, about 55 degrees with a pretty considerable wind. Casey Gardner leads it off for the Jersey Blues. They have an 8-2 lead. And the first one wrapped over the inside, too far inside, and 1-0 to Gardner. 8-9 and 1 due up for Brookdale. That one kicks high away from Hernandez, and it's 2-0. Well, Gardner lashed a line drive his first time up, but right into the glove of Barber at third base. And he takes a strike called. So that was one of the outs that was recorded in that second inning. Eventually they got 3, but in between Brookdale scored 7 runs. And it's 3-1. Ryan Tan's on deck, and then Ray Mulhern as the lineup turns over. Slender left-hander Logan Peters on in relief of Andre Stewart. His next delivery is ball 4 and a leadoff walk. And Ryan Tan digs in next, drew a walk his first time up and scored. So he continues to produce nicely out of the number 9 spot in the order. Takes a breaking ball strike. Good one from Peters, whose command has not exactly been precise since he entered this game. Runner goes. Tan with a chopper, and it's fielded there by the first baseman Hacker. Pitcher covers, and they get the out. Not an easy play, as Peters was able to reel in the toss from the first baseman. He saved Hacker an error and got an out. So Gardner now in scoring position, and here's the red-hot Ray Mulhern. 2 for 2 in this game. He's got the single and double out of the way, halfway to the cycle, but the two hardest still to come. Strike one. And Mulhern has not hit a home run this year. He has tripled twice. Nothing in two. Scored 2 runs in this game. Has now 9 multiple hit games in his last 10, and that is on a tear. Gets on top of one out into right center field. It's dropping. It's in for a base hit. Gardner to third will stop there, and Mulhern is now 3 for 3. Well, didn't hit that one hard, but it found the green grass on a little bloop job. And here's Dawson Smale, who's just the toughest out in the Brookdale lineup these days. Been on base twice. One and 0. Smale has walked and hit a double along the left field line, scored a run. Picked up a couple of RBIs as well. Breaking ball missed, 2 and 0. Smale now with 26 runs batted in, a batting average that has exceeded the 500 mark. Oh, and he takes that one high up off the shoulder. And with that, the bases are loaded. So this is a mess for Peters to try to work his way out of. Already 6 runs behind. He's going to go from the full windup. Facing Gary Perrone, 1 and 0. With Gardner, Mulhern, and Smale all aboard. And now we're going to get a mid-batter visit. Base is full of Jersey Blues, so after the mound conversation on a 1-0 pitch, Perrone takes a strike. Gary today has hit a double play ball 4-6-3 and then worked a walk. Has not scored one of the 8 Brookdale runs. Up and over the head, 2 and 1. Perrone 16 RBI this year, has homered once. Takes off the plate away, and it's a 3-1 hitter's count. No place to put him. The power bat of Owen Perillo waiting next. From the full wind comes Peters. And it's a strike over the outside edge. Well, Peters would love a strikeout here, and even more so a double play ball. Brings the 3-2 home. Swinging a drive toward right field, backing up Hernandez. He's watching it, and it's gone. Goodbye. A home run, a grand slam. Gary Perone brings them all home with one swing. And Brookdale explodes to a 12-2 lead. Wow. Second home run of the season. He now has 20 runs batted in as Owen Perillo climbs in next. Brookdale has a 10-run lead. 1 ball and no strikes. Perillo has singled and grounded to short, 1 for 2. Coming off a 3 for 3 outing in the second game against Delaware, in which he doubled and drove in 3. Brookdale won it 13-3. They won the first game of the doubleheader 15-0. Below the knees, 3-0. And they've come out swinging once again. And what is the start of a very busy week for the Jersey Blues? 3-0. And the walk. Seth McCormick takes over the pitching. Brookdale is way out in front now. A 12-2 lead. Nico Marabou stands in. First one wild, and off to second base goes Perillo. A big swing in the inning. Gary Perone, a grand slam. Second one that we've seen here at home this year. Ryan Adams had hit one. Two and 0. Maribel today has popped to the first baseman and hit a triple. Ball that had a chance to be caught, but wasn't. And Salem had a couple of misplays in that 7-run second inning as Maribel fouls one off. Only one out in the inning. Got a low-flying bird and a pitch that nearly hit Maribel as Adams takes third. Or Perillo, that is. Three and one to count. Foul back. Ball four gets away, and here comes another run. As Perillo dives in at home plate for Brookdale's 13th run, and they lead by 11. So Seth McCormick has come in and not provided much relief. Couple of walks, been wild. And the right-hander from Gloucester City, neighboring county of Salem, as now his pickoff throw gets away, and Maribel will head to second. So he's been wild at home, and now wild to first. Adams has not put one in play yet. He's been up twice and walked both times. And he takes a strike. Big cut, and it's 0-2. Well, you know it's windy when players are starting to lose their hats. Feels more fall-like than it does spring-like today. Here's the 0-2. Adams, 1-2. And the temperature is only going to drop from here. It is going to be a cold night ahead, down to about 30 degrees tonight. All we can say is it's a good thing it's not a night game, as Adams cranks a ball right field. Back on it, Hernandez. He's watching this one. It's gone. Goodbye. A 2-run homer. The second long ball of the inning. First a grand slam. Now a 2-run shot for Adams, as Brookdale leads mounts to 15-2. Fifth home run of the year for the Brookdale catcher. He's now up over 20 runs batted in. What a day the Jersey Blues have had. Pizzuti, the batter. Get the sense that this Brookdale team has hit its stride now. Winners of its last 6. Strike. They were swept in that doubleheader by Middlesex on their home field. Middlesex having a terrific season. But since then, Brookdale has rebounded and not lost And a lot of blowouts in the process. Another shot to right field, but right at Hernandez. He grabs that. 2 out. So here's Gardner, and he got this whole inning in motion with a leadoff walk. Isn't it how so many big innings begin? The leadoff free pass. Swings away and fouls it off. Oh, McCormick, he cannot hold on to his hat. Needs assistance there from Hacker. It's only gotten windier, as you see the dirt kicking across. 1-1. Seven runs in the second. They followed that up with 7 more in this third. Off the inside. So if the score holds, we'd be done after 7 today. They have now batted around in back-to-back 7-run innings. Chop to the left side on the charge, Barber, gloves and throws. And that'll do it, but not before 7 more score. 2 big swings of the bat, first from Perone and then Adams. It's 15-2.
Impressive sports programs. First-rate student services. Career services help you land your first job. One Brookdale. Academic excellence. Our commitment to demonstrate a consistent level of teaching and service throughout the entire college. Brookdale Community College. You are the future. Welcome.
This is Brookdale Esports, a national championship caliber program located at Brookdale Community College in Lincroft, New Jersey. Open weekdays 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. to everyone. We offer varsity level competitions, gaming PCs, VR stations, and console rentals. Our state-of-the-art esports arena has it all, from gaming to hosting your next event. Want to find out more information on all we offer? Check out the link below.
Brookdale is national champs, ladies and gentlemen.
Are you part of New Jersey's film and TV industry? Get discovered. The New Jersey Production Guide connects your business to
Top of the 4th inning, and Brookdale cruising now with a 15-2 lead. Ball 1 to start the inning. TJ Legere now has 13 run support in his favor, and there's a called strike. Aiden Nestor to start 8, 9, and 1 in the Salem order. Down by a whole lot. They scored first in this game on a leadoff home run, and since it has been all Jersey Blues. Bouncing ball to the left side, there's Pizzuti. 1 gone. It's a busy day on the region slate today with 10 games scheduled, and 1 score of note because it involves the first place Rowan Gloucester team that is trailing 9-3 as we speak. Swinging strike 1. They're taking on Mercer. Mercer will be Brookdale's opponent here tomorrow afternoon. 1 ball and 1 strike. I mentioned that it's a busy week for Brookdale with 5 games. They have today, tomorrow, and then a 3-gamer with Bergen. 2 in North Jersey Saturday, and then they're here to wrap up the series on Sunday afternoon. There's a strike. J.J. Pankowski reached on a Dawson Smale error at shortstop, officially 0 for 1. Leans back, and it just missed. Cliff Weisinger's on deck. Brookdale looking to complete the season sweep, series sweep against the Mighty Oaks this year. Bouncing ball toward the middle of the diamond, and Smale kicks it for another error. So 1-out base runner, and here's Weisinger. Lead-off home run, and then a 3 unassisted put at first. And the home run was his 5th round tripper with 17 RBI. Guy's been a very productive leadoff hitter. A half swing, and check down to the base umpire who says no swing. That's Aaron Brown who made the call. Big swing and a miss. Weisinger a long way from home. He's from Georgia. Again, got tied up. This time he did not swing again. A couple of close calls, but Aaron Brown gave him the free pass. Swings away. Smale fields this one, but not cleanly. So that's 3 chances, and he's flubbed all of them. Jason LeBold with swinging, strike 1. Salem left fielder has popped to second and then struck out. Had that strange play where it looked like he was hit by the pitch, and he was, but he was called for leaning into it with the elbow. So the at-bat continued, and 1 pitch later, he struck out. LeBold, who is out of Philadelphia. 2nd year Mighty Oak. And he's behind a ball and 2 strikes. Off the glove, trying to advance. Here's the throw in time. Got him. So Pankowski trying to advance, and Adams said no. Weisinger does move to second. But he really cannot afford to make outs on the bases, down by 13 runs. 2-2 the count. And now the payoff. Runner gets a head start, and it's taken low in the dirt. And runners are at the corners. So here's Hacker, the big bat in the Salem order. 1 for 2 in this game, singled his last time up, down by a whole lot as he hits one on a bounce, and Smale can't play that. It goes into left, a run is in, and that'll make it 15-3. So Salem has gotten 1 back, but still trailed by a dozen as Rocco's string due next. 1 for 2, singled and struck out. And ball 1. Tapped it foul. So you think about Salem and the run totals that they've given up. We mentioned those 2 games against Montgomery, and they hadn't played in 6 days. But they gave up 24 and 26. So that's 50 runs in those 2 games, and now they've gotten beat up for 15 here today. 65 runs in 3 games. It's not healthy for an ERA, which as a staff came in over 9. With those 2 games against Montgomery, they'll blow that up. One and 2. And the next from Legere. Tap foul. LeBold and Hacker are the base runners. 1 run in for Salem in the inning, but Brookdale leading by a whole bunch. Rocco's string with a swing and a miss. So Salem settles for just the 1 run, and Brookdale carries a 15-3 lead to the bottom of the 4th.
Producers, directors, and crews ready to hire. Increase visibility, build relationships, grow your work. List your company today in the New Jersey Production Guide.
Welcome to the Garden State Film Festival.
GSFF only happens once a year, so purchase your tickets today. For more information, visit www.gsff.org.
Over 18,000 students annually, flexible schedules, commitment to student success. Welcome to Brookdale. Convenience of physical campuses throughout Monmouth County. Freehold, Long Branch, Neptune, Lincroft, and Wall. Plus our 7th campus, online. Brookdale will help you craft and share your story.
Seeking ways to build management skills and improve global citizenship? Brookdale has nationally recognized academic and leadership programs designed to facilitate local and global communities, all while enhancing your leadership skills. Phi Theta Kappa and the National Society of Leadership and Success are both national honor societies that foster academic excellence and meaningful initiatives. Other Brookdale-based programs such as Honors, Global Citizenship Distinction, Women in Learning and Leadership, and the Innovation Network Club all offer you a chance to transform your individual path by developing a global mindset. Whatever your choice, these programs reward conscientious and creative minds at graduation with honors, distinctions, and certificates of recognition. Brookdale's leadership programs will elevate both you and our community for the better. Brookdale offers an amazing campus life.
Impressive sports programs. First-rate student services.
Home 4th inning, Brookdale 15, Salem 3, 9-1-2 due for the Jersey Blues, beginning with Ryan Tan. And pitch a little bit low, 1-0. New battery for the Mighty Oaks. The lefty takes over, and that is Pat Seitzinger. And he throws to his new battery mate, Jacob Sharo, behind the plate. This next delivery bends in for a strike. Tan today has walked and scored and then grounded out on a 3-1 putout. So he has not yet participated in the 15-run, 10-hit barrage for the Jersey Blues. Strike called. Mulhern and Smale behind Tan in the inning. It's got to be nice for Johnny Johnson to know who he's rolling out there at second base. Tap to the right side, and Pankowski makes the toss. 1 out. So Mulhern, and what a day he's had. 3 for 3 in 3 innings. That's pretty good work. 2 singles, a double, and scored 3 times. This continues to be an excellent table setter. He and Dawson Smale have formed quite a 1-2 punch atop the Brookdale order. High in the air, toward the right field line. Hernandez with a long run and gets there to... No, he does not make the catch. He did make the catch. He was right the first time, so Mulhern is out number 2. And the batter, Dawson Smale. He's had a rough day in the field, but at the plate, he's doubled to drive in a couple and walked and been hit by a pitch. Thinks about a bunt. 1-0. The reigning conference player of the week in the Garden State Athletic Conference. 1 ball and 1 strike. It's been kind of a mystery defensively for Smale because at times he has really struggled and at other times he looks like a Gold Glover out there. Today has been in the category of not the Gold Glover. And it hasn't mattered much. He's produced with the bat and he's gotten plenty of support from his teammates. Breaking ball in there. Lefty to lefty with the payoff pitch, and Smale goes down on strikes to win the inning. 1-2-3. That's news for Salem, retiring Brookdale in order. After 4, it's 15-3.
Career Services help you land your first job. One Brookdale. Academic excellence. Our commitment to demonstrate a consistent level of teaching and service throughout the entire college. Brookdale Community College. You are the future. Welcome.
This is Brookdale Esports, a national championship caliber program located at Brookdale Community College in Lincroft, New Jersey. Open weekdays 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. to everyone. We offer varsity level competitions, gaming PCs, VR stations, and console rentals. Our state-of-the-art esports arena has it all, from gaming to hosting your next event. Want to find out more information on all we offer? Check out the link below.
Brookdale is national champs, ladies and gentlemen.
Are you part of New Jersey's film and TV industry? Get discovered. The New Jersey Production Guide connects your business directly to producers, directors, and crews ready to hire. Increase visibility, build relationships, grow your work. List your company today in the New Jersey Production Guide.
Welcome to the Garden State Film Festival.
GSFF only happens once a year, so purchase your tickets today. For more information, visit www.gsff.org.
Top of the 5th inning, I'm Brian Gadsward. TJ Legere begins his 5th inning of work. Roman Hernandez is first up. Rolls one out to the shortstop, Smale. He's got this one. His throw is a little bit off target, but Perillo stays on the bag. 1 pitch, 1 away. And we'll bring up Jay Barber. Want to know? Swing, and he did not get it. If you heard a little sound effect on the broadcast, that was a bee being killed. It's a rather large one that we had here in the booth, but luckily we don't have to deal with it anymore. There's a swing and a miss. I don't know, we can see some wildlife in this booth from time to time. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Legere takes care of Barber. 2 down. That is 8 strikeouts today. Strong outing from the right-hander with plenty of runs of support behind him. Here's A strike to start off Jacob Sharo, who took over behind the plate. So Trevor Hernandez's day is done after a couple of strikeouts against Legere. 2 of his 8. And 1 ball and 1 strike. Sharo batting .435 with 5 runs batted in. It's only started, though, twice. High chop foul toward the dugout. Base is empty and 2 out. Legere looking for a fast frame. And he'll get it as he gets Sharo swinging 1-2-3 with a couple of strikeouts and Brookdale in full command.
Over 18,000 students annually, flexible schedules, commitment to student success. Welcome to Brookdale. Convenience of physical campuses throughout Monmouth County. Freehold, Long Branch, Neptune, Lincroft, and Wall. Plus our 7th campus, online. Brookdale will help you craft and share your story.
Seeking ways to build management skills and improve global citizenship? Brookdale has nationally recognized academic and leadership programs designed to facilitate local and global communities, all while enhancing your leadership skills. Phi Theta Kappa and the National Society of Leadership and Success are both national honor societies that foster academic excellence and meaningful initiatives. Other Brookdale-based programs such as Honors, Global Citizenship Distinction, Women in Learning and Leadership, and the Innovation Network Club all offer you a chance to transform your individual path by developing a global mindset. Whatever your choice, these programs reward conscientious and creative minds at graduation with honors, distinctions, and certificates of recognition. Brookdale's leadership programs will elevate both you and our community for the better. Brookdale offers an amazing campus life.
Impressive sports programs. First-rate student services.
Bottom of the 5th inning on Brookdale TV. Gary Perrone leads it off for the Jersey Blues with a sizable lead today and called strike 1. Pat Seitzinger threw the first effective inning for Salem, retiring Brookdale 1-2-3 in the bottom of the 4th, so he gets at least 1 more inning of work. 1-1 to Perrone with Perillo and Marabou to follow. Back-to-back huge innings for Brookdale today. In the 2nd and 3rd, they scored 7 runs in each. That hit the outside corner. Perrone didn't quite think so. Perrone last time up, biggest swing of the game with a grand slam. Which was his 2nd home run of the year with 20 runs batted in. And that's just his hitting numbers. How about on the mound? 4-0. Getting the start in right field, which is a little different spot. More often than not, when he's in there, it's in the DH role. In the air foul. Left center field, and there is Weisinger for out number 1. We'll bring up Perillo on base his last 2 times with a single and a walk. Strike. So Seitzinger has come on with good stuff. Faced 4 and retired them all. Quick scan through my scorecard. I was looking to see how many strikeouts Brookdale had today, and it looks like they fanned just once as Perillo lifts one out of play, which for Salem follows a trend consistent with their season. They have walked more hitters than they have struck out, and that's part of how you get to a team ERA of over 9. Perillo has to move his feet. On the ground, nice snag there by Barber at third, and his throw is low, but dug out of there by Hacker as they record the second out of the inning. So 2 out, and Marabo extended his hitting streak today to 15 consecutive. A player who took part in Gloucester's program a year ago. Anytime you can get a player from their team and get him on your side, it's a big win. I think a couple of years back, Rocco Bresniak was down there and then had 1 year here at Brookdale where he just tore the cover off the ball. Lifted out into right center field. Hernandez waiting for it to come down, and that retires the side. 1, 2, 3. So Seitzinger has retired 6 straight, and it remains 15-3.
Career Services help you land your first job. One Brookdale. Academic excellence. Our commitment to demonstrate a consistent level of teaching and service throughout the entire college. Brookdale Community College. You are the future. Welcome.
This is Brookdale Esports, a national championship caliber program located at Brookdale Community College in Lincroft, New Jersey. Open weekdays 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. to everyone. We offer varsity level competitions, gaming PCs, VR stations, and console rentals. Our state-of-the-art esports arena has it all, from gaming to hosting your next event. Want to find out more information on all we offer? Check out the link below.
Brookdale is national champs, ladies and gentlemen.
Are you part of New Jersey's film and TV industry? Get discovered. The New Jersey Production Guide connects your business directly to producers, directors, and crews ready to hire. Increase visibility, build relationships, grow your work. List your company today in the New Jersey Production Guide.
Welcome to the Garden State Film Festival.
GSFF only happens once a year, so purchase your tickets today. For more information, visit www.
TJ Legere still going strong. He starts his 6th inning, working with a 15-3 lead. It's Aiden Nestor to lead it off for Salem. Swings away and fouls one off to the right on strike 1. Nestor, Pankowski, and Cliff Weisinger scheduled. One and one. Nestor has singled and grounded to third. He's 1 for 2. Teams wrapping up the season series with this afternoon's game. It's the 3rd and final meeting. Brookdale is going for the sweep. For a matchup with Mercer looming tomorrow. Of course, they're a Division II team. Brookdale's been able to handle them. Usually high-scoring games when those two go head-to-head. So we'll see what's in store for tomorrow afternoon. High fly, right center field. Mulhern angling towards it and gloves it. 1 man away. So we've had a little stretch here of some good pitching the last couple of innings after a whole lot of runs, mostly on the Brookdale side. But Legere himself has now retired the last 5 consecutive. J.J. Pankowski, the batter. Fouled away. Nothing in 2. Next up for Salem is a 3-gamer with the Middlesex Blue Colts. It'll be Friday into Saturday with the doubleheader on Saturday. Just got a piece. And I'm told that Middlesex lost their game today against Ocean, so we've seen some strange results with Gloucester trailing last we saw against the aforementioned Mercer. A couple of the top teams in the region having gone down this afternoon. So Brookdale trying to take advantage of that. They started the day 4th in the standings. And a win today would be their 7th in a row, which would be 1 away from their longest streak of the season. They had an 8-gamer earlier on. Line drive base hit off the bat of Pankowski, a 1-out single. So here's Weisinger, who's been on twice. He homered to lead off the game, and at that point, Salem had a 1-0 lead, but that is a long way gone since he is grounded out and reached on a Smale error at short. Down the right field side, foul. I mentioned Hacker and his stolen base numbers. He leads the way. Weisinger, though, is 3rd in the region in stolen bases. Salem, though, not many opportunities today. In fact, they were caught once. Down Pizzuti's way. Wide throw to second, and off the bag came Tan, and he looks like he disagrees. The fielder's choice, throwing error, as Salem has 2 on base. And Jason LeBold. 0 for 2 with a walk. Shows bunt. Drops it down. Foul. Set to swing. It's a swinging strike. Dropped by Adams. So 0-2. With Pankowski and Weisinger aboard. Brookdale leading by 12. And Legere ready. Bounce to third. Pizzuti can't pick it up. And the bases are loaded. So infield defense continues to be problematic today. Brookdale hasn't let it sting much with the way they've swung the bats, but you'd still like to be crisper on that side of the baseball. Johnny Johnson is on his way out. Tyler Hacker, bases loaded, only one out. Hacker is a very difficult strikeout. He's only fanned 7 times in 91 at-bats. He's walked more than twice the amount of times he's struck out. 17 walks this year. And he sends a fly ball pretty well hit to center. Backing up Mulhern, way back. Gets there to make the catch. Tagging at third, here comes the run. Sack fly RBI, but Brookdale will take that. They still lead by 11. So 2 more in scoring position. Rocco String. Singled in between a couple of strikeouts today. And he cued one foul. That's the second mention of the name Rocco today, talking about Rocco Bresniak, the former Brookdaler. One of their baseball Roccos, Rocco Baldelli. Nothing in 2. Salem has not scored more than 1 in any inning. Time called. Able to lay off, and on appeal, he stopped the swing in time. And the 2-2. Got him. Inning over. 1 run and nothing more. And it's Brookdale 15, Salem 4, middle of the 6th.
sff.org.
Over 18,000 students annually, flexible schedules, commitment to student success. Welcome to Brookdale. Convenience of physical campuses throughout Monmouth County. Freehold, Long Branch, Neptune, Lincroft, and Wall. Plus our 7th campus, online. Brookdale will help you craft and share your story.
Seeking ways to build management skills and improve global citizenship? Brookdale has nationally recognized academic and leadership programs designed to facilitate local and global communities, all while enhancing your leadership skills. Phi Theta Kappa and the National Society of Leadership and Success are both national honor societies that foster academic excellence and meaningful initiatives. Other Brookdale-based programs such as Honors, Global Citizenship Distinction, Women in Learning and Leadership, and the Innovation Network Club all offer you a chance to transform your individual path by developing a global mindset. Whatever your choice, these programs reward conscientious and creative minds at graduation with honors, distinctions, and certificates of recognition. Brookdale's leadership programs will elevate both you and our community for the better. Brookdale.
I'm Brian Gardsford as we stream live on Brookdale TV, Jersey Blues Baseball, all Brookdale this afternoon is swinging strike 1 to start off Ryan Adams. Well, you see the score there on your screen, 15-4. Along with our new setup that we have on the stream. We got some major upgrades there with a couple cameras set up. You see the center field camera. We got a fancy new monitor here in the booth. We're all set. Swing and a miss at a changeup, and it's 1-2. Adams' home run his last time up was a 2-run shot. And it was his 5th home run of the year. An inning in which Brookdale had 2 home runs, including the Perone Grand Slam. Fly ball left field, LeBold. No, he dropped it. And Adams will head to second. Throw comes in a little bit late. So LeBold couldn't secure it, and Adams gets 2 bases. Now, for all the run scoring Brookdale did in the 3-game sweep over Delaware, they homered just once in the 3 games combined, but they played the long game twice here today. It starts a 5-game week. And do we have a scout here behind home plate with the radar gun? It's Pizzuti, the batter. Hard hit and through in the left field for a base hit. Adams will get a stop sign around third base, and they've got the first 2 aboard in the 6th. Brookdale hasn't gone to the bench just yet in this game. All the starters remain out there. Gardner digs in. DH today. Doesn't have a hit to show for it, although he hit 1 ball very hard. A line shot to third base that was caught. And we should also mention the new pitcher for the Mighty Oaks is Joe Palante. So we saw terrific work from Pat Seitzinger. He faced 6, retired them all. That's down the line foul. But with Salem having gone 6 games without a game, or 6 days, I should say, they're just trying to get everyone some work in on the pitching side. Runner goes. Gardner drills a ball left field. That's headed way back there, and it 1-hops up against the fence in play. Another run is in. Adams scores. Pizzuti to third. Double and an RBI for Casey Gardner as he gets on the board, and it's now 16-4. So in all likelihood, it'll be Brookdale's final turn at bat of the afternoon, batting here in the 6th. The game likely to conclude after 7 innings today on the mercy rule. Ryan Tan. Oh for 2 and a walk today. Couple of ground balls. Palante is another Florida native that Salem has. Palante from West Palm Beach. Ball 3 without a strike. And a visit incoming. 3-0 to Tan, first base open. He looks at a strike. Palante is the 5th Mighty Oak pitcher of the afternoon. Only one was remotely effective. That was Sightsinger, fouled off. And a full count. But against everyone else, Brookdale has tallied 16 runs, topping the 9-run mark for now the 7th consecutive game. Line drive, base hit in the left. 1 run is in. Here comes his second. He'll score easily. Tan's on his way to second. He dives in with a double. And 2 RBI. It's 18-4. Ray Mulhern retired his last time up. And that was the first time. He's 3 for 4 in the game. He had 2 4-hit games in the series against Delaware. So a hit here would make it 3 4-hit games in a 4-game span. I'd say he's seeing the ball pretty well. And 3-0. Walked him on 4 straight. Now Dawson Smale will take the turn next. Nobody out in the inning. Smale has been on base 3 times. 1 hit in the game. It was a 2-run double to the opposite field. And the count 1-0. Player of the week in the conference and start a new week and continue to swing the bat well. That's what Smale has done. Meanwhile, Palante, 6 straight out of the strike zone. Nobody out in the inning. Sharply hit down the line, base hit, it's fair. Around third comes Tan to score. Mulhern's being waved around. The throw goes toward third, where Smale is in there with a triple and 2 RBI, and it's 20. (20-4) the score. We got a pitching change. We'll be back. So Perone the batter, Brookdale has blown the doors off this game. 20-4 the lead. The latest Mighty Oak pitcher deals outside. And it's the right-hander Mike Valenti. Another offensive explosion from the Jersey Blues with still nobody out in the inning. And Perone swings away. It's a ball and a strike. We've got two people there in the bleachers behind home plate. One, I'm not sure if he's a scout, but he's got the radar gun. A chilly day at the ballpark, breeze blowing. Temperature's supposed to drop down to the freezing mark tonight. Only another cool one tomorrow. Next week, temperature's supposed to warm considerably. A check of the out-of-town scoreboard shows Rowan Gloucester has made their way back into their game against Mercer. It's now 10-8 that they trail. Gloucester started the day first in the standings. Strikeout of Perone, out number 1. And Emmanuel Seppin will make his way off the bench. Batting in the cleanup spot for Perillo. Strike 1. Too far on the swing. Brookdale's matchups with Gloucester will come later on. They have yet to meet this year. And of course, it's always fun when those two go head-to-head. Gloucester's shown a little more vulnerability than maybe most years. They've lost 6 times, and they've had some years nearly undefeated. Middlesex close behind, Cumberland in third. Those are the 3 ahead of the Jersey Blues. With Montgomery 1 spot behind. Montgomery coming off a couple of thrashing wins against these Mighty Oaks. Seppin fouls one back. Meanwhile, you know it's chilly when they made a schedule change on the major league side as this ball's hit toward the whole base hit going in the left. Another run is in. And Seppin with a RBI hit coming off the bench to make it 21-4. And to finish my thought, the Mets were moved from what was supposed to be a 7 o'clock start tonight. They're playing a 4 o'clock game to play in slightly warmer temperatures. Derek Myro now at the plate. Had a triple in a recent game. Bench duty. And he's done a good job. 7 hits and 10 at-bats coming off the bench with 6 RBI. Shallow right, cutting across is Hernandez to make the catch. 2 out. Adams will stay in to bat. previous 2 innings, Brookdale had been retired 1, 2, 3. All of that by Sightsinger. But they're back to their run-scoring ways in this 6th inning with 6 runs tacked on. Scored 7 in the 2nd, 7 more in the 3rd, and now 6 more this inning as the hats continue to fly off. So you can add to the box score today the number of times a Salem player has lost the hat. We had the B in the booth. Here's a ground ball knocked down by Pankowski and recovers in time to make the play. Inning over, but 6 more score. 3 more outs to get in the 7th with a 21-4 lead.
Amazing campus life.
Impressive sports programs. First-rate student services. Career services help you land your first job. One Brookdale. Academic excellence. Our commitment to demonstrate a consistent level of teaching and service throughout the entire college. Brookdale Community College. You are the future. Welcome.
This is Brookdale Esports, a national championship caliber program located at Brookdale Community College in Lincroft, New Jersey. Open weekdays 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. to everyone. We offer varsity level competitions, gaming PCs, VR stations, and console rentals. Our state-of-the-art esports arena has it all, from gaming to hosting your next event. Want to find out more information on all we offer? Check out the link below.
Brookdale is national champs, ladies and gentlemen.
Are you part of New Jersey's film and TV industry? Get discovered. The New Jersey Production Guide connects your business directly to producers, directors, and crews ready to hire. Increase visibility, build relationships, grow your work. List your company today in the New Jersey Production Guide.
Welcome to the Garden State Film Festival.
GSFF only happens once a year, so purchase your tickets today. For more information, visit www.gsff.org.
Top of the 7th inning, Brookdale 3 outs away from making this one official, and it's on its way to being a blowout victory. You see the score on your screen, 21-4. Matt Desiderio will try to get the final 3 outs. He deals ball 1. Pinch hitter for the Mighty Oaks, it's the right-hand hitter, Louis Rivera. A win today for Brookdale would be their 7th in a row. It'd be the start of a good week with a lot of baseball on tap. There's a strike. Desiderio, 2.77 ERA. This is his 7th appearance, all in relief, and he's been sharp. 21 strikeouts this year in 13 innings of work. He is tough to hit, holding opponents to a .212 average. Bouncing ball to Ryan Tan at second, and there's one away. couple of defensive changes for Brookdale. Derek Myro pinch hit, stays in the game and left. Tom Diffley is taken over at first. And Desiderio, the new pitcher, 1 out under his belt. Jay Barber stands in. Oh for 2 with a walk. It's been a rather lengthy game, about 2.5 hours today. That's to be expected with all the runs scored, 25 of them, but 21 are on one side as Desiderio paints the inside edge. Mercer coming up tomorrow, and that figures to be a run-scoring fest. Last time the two teams met, final 16-12. It feels like it's the average Brookdale score in a game this year. It's not too many typical baseball kind of scores. You get 3-2, 5-3. Don't get those. Ball 4, and Salem will pick up a base runner. Jacob Shara will get his second turn at bat, took over behind the plate. Reached base on a fielder's choice his first time. TJ Legere, strong outing today over 6 innings. He allowed 4 runs, 7 hits, walked 2, struck out 10. And now Desiderio hoping to send these teams out of the cold weather. But he's behind 3-0. There's a strike. Aiden Nestor waiting next. Turns one deep down the left field side, and that ball is going to one-hop back to the fence. On his way to third, and he'll stop there as Barber, as Sharo pulls in with a double. So not done yet. Aiden Nestor was singled in 3 trips, 1 for 3. And I'll try to get on the same page with Adams. Desiderio. Another game in which Brookdale has climbed past the 20-run mark. Runners at second and third. And a strike. Brookdale pitching 11 or 10 Ks today. All of that by TJ Legere. Desiderio looking for his first and won't get it on that pitch. It's 2-2. And here it comes from the lefty. Put in play to the right side. Tan to his left, has it, throws, got him. A run scores, but now Brookdale is 1 out away. $21 to 5. J.J. Pankowski is the final hope with his team down by 16 runs. Strike one. One more out, and it's born to run time at the ballpark. And now one strike away. Brookdale ready to wrap this one up. Won't have much time to rest. Back at it tomorrow, another 3:30 start. And the 0-2. Did not get the called strike 3. Desiderio with a little smile. He will ready up the 2-2 pitch. Pankowski takes it low, a full count. The lone runner is at third. That is Charo. 3-2 coming. Got him, strike 3, it's over. Ball game, Brookdale, Mercy. 21 to 5, the final, as Brookdale overwhelms the Salem Mighty Oaks. There was plenty of offense in this game. 2 home runs, the big blow from Perone, a grand slam. Adams followed in the same inning with a 2-run homer. Brookdale scored 7 in the second, 7 more in the third. Dawson Smale, a big day at the plate, and TJ Legere, the pitching star today, with 6 strong innings and 10 strikeouts, as Brookdale wins its 7th in a row. So they go to a record of 19-7 for the year. Glad you could join us here on Brookdale TV on our shiny new broadcast, with thanks to Dave Oster for running the show today, and you for listening. I'm Brian Goudsward. We'll see you again down the line here on Brookdale TV. Jersey Blues a winner. So long from Lincroft.